continues to move across all of Michiana. A winter storm warning for all of us continues. Also, members of the National Guard deployed to northern Indiana tonight to assist as well. And just as quickly as schools are closing for tomorrow, shelters are opening up tonight. For that side of this continued coverage, let's begin with ABC 57's Amanda Starantino. She is live for us in Elkhart on Benham Avenue to talk about shelters. Amanda, good evening.
Residents here are about to get their dinner, and they also have a meal prepared for anyone who decides to walk through these doors tonight. Faith Mission is a Christ-based shelter for Michiana based in Elkhart. They are open year-round 24/7, but through their winter amnesty program, they're available for any person, man, woman, or family that are looking for a bed, blanket, clothing, and food. Residential Program Director Daniel Browning wants Michiana to know that they are open. They do not want anyone to be in the cold tonight. They will set up a spot for you even if they are at capacity. So if you need a place to sleep tonight, they will have a mat and a warm blanket for you. Coming up, I will tell you what they have planned for tomorrow in the freezing temperatures. Live in Elkhart, Amanda Starantino, ABC 57 News.
Thank you for that report tonight. And my co-anchor tonight, Kim Chappell, has been working all day long. She's been working to figure out what to do if you were to lose power, and also the very latest on pipes in case they were to freeze. And we were talking earlier, really worst case scenario would be getting stranded in a vehicle. Also, it would be pretty awful if you were to lose power. We're going to check in with Kim in just a minute, but I'm told that we have some new information when it comes to the travel advisories that are happening across the state of Indiana. If we can go ahead and pull up that map, I'll pull it up too here at the anchor desk so I can kind of walk you through what we see here as Kim gets ready for her live shot. If we can go ahead and press refresh real quick on this map, we actually have some new information. Let's see, doesn't seem to be coming up on the computer. There we go. Okay. Let me walk you through some of these numbers. The reason why it was so important to refresh there is you'll notice LaGrange County. In fact, I actually have to refresh mine too because now it looks like Kosciuszko County, nope, Marshall County, thank you for zooming in there, is now in the red. So let me explain exactly what this map means for you tonight because this is pretty important. All right, LaGrange and Marshall County, the only two in our ABC 57 viewing area in red tonight. That is a warning. This is a travel warning. This is issued from Homeland Security for the state of Indiana. The red means the highest level of local travel advisory, meaning that travel will be restricted to emergency management workers only. During a warning, local travel advisory, individuals are directed to refrain from travel and only travel in an emergency. And again, for our area, that right now is LaGrange and Marshall. Let's talk about the next level. That's going to be the orange color there. And you'll notice a lot of us now under this, especially since the last time we talked about it. That is the watch. And that's for St. Joseph County, Indiana, LaPorte, as well as Pulaski County for our viewing area tonight. That means the conditions are threatening to the safety of the public. During the watch, local travel advisory, only essential travel, such as to and from work or an emergency situation, is advised. Then a couple in the yellow there. That's the lowest level of a travel advisory. That is Stark and Kosciuszko counties. We'll continue to check in on this map, and thank you in the back for bringing that up so we could talk about that real quick. All right, let's get out to my co-anchor, Kim Chappell. She has been live tonight talking about power outages as well as pipe safety tonight. Kim joins us live in South Bend with that story. Kim?
Well, Brian, it's just this light snow that's been coming down for a few hours now, but boy, is it really piling up out here. Just trying to walk through the snow, it is definitely more than a foot on the ground. So if you live on a side street where crews can't get to you yet, this is what you're going to be dealing with. But also watching this snowfall and worried about this pileup are those power crews. They are all on standby, 535 I&M crews waiting to get the call potentially from your house that your power's gone out. Now, it's not just the cold temperatures, but take a look at some of the things that they're worried about. You can kind of see on these branches here how this snow is just piling up a couple inches here. In other places, it's almost 4 or 5 inches piled up on the branches. And many of those branches in the taller trees, you guessed it, they hang right over those.
All right, that was my co-anchor Kim Chappell reporting live for us tonight with some important tips to pass along. Thank you very much, Kim, for that report tonight. I'm told now that we have Erica Putt that joins us on the line. Erica is a communications representative with Indiana Michigan Power. And Erica, we spoke a little bit earlier, and thank you for making time to join us again. Catch us back up to speed on what is happening for Indiana Michigan Power tonight.
Well, right now, we've been pretty lucky. We only have about 28 customers that are out in the South Bend, Elkhart area. So fortunately, we haven't had to respond heavily. Obviously, the heavy snow is a concern, weighing down trees and limbs. But right now, it hasn't gotten heavy enough
And Kim has passed along information to me that may have come from you. It did come from Indiana Michigan Power in reference to the 45 people that were without power on Ireland Street, told that they'll be back on by 8 p.m. Is that information correct tonight?
Yes, the Ireland area has actually 28 customers out, and that was due to a wire that fell down and burnt. So the entire wire needs to be replaced, and we do hope to have those customers back on by 8 p.m. this evening.
Okay, and they've already been out for a few hours now, so a scary situation for some folks without heat tonight. And, you know, as we talk about that, and for those handful of people without power now, perhaps as this wind picks up, the big concern would be, you know, more people losing power. It doesn't take much with this heavy, wet snow. You know, Tom and I were talking earlier about what people can be doing in their homes right now to prepare. You had mentioned early, Erica, that, you know, hopefully people have already gone out to the store, got everything they needed as far as their kits for at home. We certainly are not encouraging people to go out to the store at this point, but what can people be doing in their homes tonight to prepare in case they do lose power tonight?
Right. As you mentioned, they should have an emergency preparedness kit ready to go. That kit should include flashlights, extra batteries, blankets, any type of prescription medication, first aid supplies, and a battery-powered weather radio. In addition, it's a good idea for folks to go ahead and get their cell phones charged up and ready to go in case the power does go out. In addition, people should get, you know, if they're going to use heaters, get the kerosene necessary to run those. And also, you know, if people are going to be using space heaters, take a look on our website at some safety tips.
We have had the first warning here at ABC 57 on this storm now for more than a week, so obviously a lot of folks have been prepared. A lot of people knew this was coming. Can you explain for us, Erica, just how your crews prepare leading up to the days to today and tomorrow?
Absolutely. We do have an all-staff meteorologist who keeps, you know, all of our I&M management up to date with the weather, and that allows us to prepare our crews internally to respond. Right now, we have over 535 I&M employees and contractors that all stand by and ready to respond to outages. So those employees would include linemen, tree clearing crews, and other technical support.
And as we talk tonight about making a plan and making one now, I guess it's important to ask, what is the best way to report or check on the status of a power outage for I&M?
Customers can report outages as well as check the status if they do have power and access to the web at indianamichiganpower.com/outages. That site can also be accessed on a mobile device. The phone number for customers to call to report an outage in Indiana is 1-800-311-4634, and Michigan customers should call 1-800-311-6424.
And Erica, my last question to you tonight is really just, you know, as you think about people that are forced to work outside, I know, top of mind comes to our reporters that are out in the elements tonight, and of course your crews that are working outside tonight as well. Can you give us an idea? You know, we had a lot of preparation, a lot of tips for our reporters tonight before they went out in the elements in a meeting that we held earlier. Can you kind of walk us through a meeting I'm sure that you folks had as well about your workers being prepared to be outside too?
Absolutely. You know, we do take safety as a top priority, both for the public and for our employees. So our employees are briefed prior to each and every job, you know, to be aware of the safety concerns as well as weather-related concerns. So during the restoration process in these freezing temperatures, our crews will restore power, but we do try to limit their exposure time, you know, being out in the snow and freezing weather. So, you know, they may work for a little while, but then, you know, we ask them to take a break to warm up.
Erica Putt, communications representative with Indiana Michigan Power. You are fantastic, Erica. Thank you so much for allowing us to check back in with you again tonight. Let's get the very latest now from Tom. Tom?
Yeah, snow continues to fall across the area. We've got your viewer photos that continue to come in as well. Thank you, Stephen Allen out of LaPorte. Look at this. Snow everywhere, hanging down on those pine trees as well. This is heavy snowfall. I have an updated look at snow totals just coming in after this.